Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna do a quick unboxing of the Insta360 X6 that just came out. It got delivered today for me, and I'm really excited because while I have plenty of cameras in my arsenal to use, cell phones, DJI action camera, and other devices, I've never had a 360 camera, and it's an area I'm interested in getting into and trying out and seeing what new cinematic avenues it'll open for me. So what we'll do, just so I don't bore you guys to death, we'll do a quick unboxing. All the facts about the new camera are right here on the screen for you. I got mine through Best Buy because they were the fastest delivery window available in my area. It was basically overnighted. So we got our fun little bubble wrap there. And oh man, here it is. Insta360 X6. So the part to me that's really exciting about 360 cameras is that you can reframe the shot. So if there's something that you missed, like if I'm doing a walking tour and you need to reframe and show people, you can do it. And this new camera has a 1-inch equivalent sensor, so it can let in a lot of light. So I'm excited for that. I'm sure it'll do a lot better in low light situations. And this year's version is a lot more compact and easier to carry around. So I got the Essentials bundle that comes with the disappearing, this side. I got the Essential bundle that comes with the disappearing stick, an extra battery, the charging case, and lens cloth. Oh, I didn't know it came with that. That's a bonus for me. I didn't see that when I first ordered it. So we'll take all the plastic wrap off here. Now the downside to this year's camera is it is quite expensive. The cost of the device has gone up quite a bit. I've seen some people attribute it to the 1-inch lens or 1-inch equivalent lens, however you want to look at it. But you know, I think in general, technology right now is soaring in cost due to the demand that's being put on it by AI, you know, for the RAM, the memory, all the components that you need. So we got the lid off, and I will say the packaging is quite nice. The inner lid here has a nice foam cover on it to protect it. Maybe I'll keep the box just to store it in. I don't know. So let's see, what do we got here? It says Think Bold. Now that's ironic because I'm an Endicott. And in Endicott, we had IBM, and their motto was Think Different. Insta360's motto is Think Bold. So there you go. You got a little history lesson too. So this has all sorts of fun stickers in it. Oh, here's the, I'm assuming this is the lens cover. Let's see. Some kind of bag. I think this bag is just for cables because it doesn't look big enough to hold the camera, at least not in my opinion. So here's a cable, the cleaning cloth. I won't take that out. You guys know what a cloth looks like. A whole bunch of various guides and stuff I won't read, and then I won't read the instructions, and then I'll be like, how the heck do I do this? So there's that. What do we got here? This appears to be the charging case. Yep, so we've got an Insta360 charging case with the extra battery in it. You can see the lights coming on. The battery very much is like an action camera, it just slides right out, square little chunker there. And then, so we'll move all that stuff to the side, and then here is the camera itself, which is surprisingly heavier than I thought. That's my unfiltered initial reaction, is this camera. You know, I've never had a 360 camera, so I don't have anything to compare it to, but it is a little bit chunky, man. This has got some weight to it. But that's good, because from what I hear, people associate weight with quality. So it's got the little screen on it, the plastic. Take that off. We'll pull the cover off, and the lens has a little more plastic on it there. And so does the microphone. There we go. So yeah, all in all, this thing is chunkier than I imagined it being. And then last but certainly not least, we've got the Insta360 selfie stick here. Let's see how far out this goes. Because from what I've seen, you know, it doesn't go out nearly as, I thought it would go out even further than that, but that's still a really, really tall stick. That'll be very useful. on my main channel, I did a video at a lighthouse recently, and I used the stick on my Action 5 Pro to push it out over the ledge of the lighthouse and get some really cool footage. So yeah, there you go. There's the entire unboxing, and I'll try to get some footage throughout the day as I go along if I can. I'm going up to the Albany, New York area this weekend, so I'll try to get some footage from up there. Might even be going to a Great Escape theme park, like with roller coasters and all that, so maybe I'll use it there too. Anyway, I'll get this all set up and I'll try to add some footage here to the video for you guys, and yeah, we'll be good. Well, so I tried to do a live stream with the new Insta360 that we're on right now, and apparently the software is not updated to support it yet. I went crazy for about a half an hour trying to find whatever setting I thought I was missing, and it turns out there was none because the software is not ready as of launch day for live streaming. I used Gemini, I used ChatGPT, and I was digging through settings, and I was having AI double check everything, and it yeah, wasn't working. So no live stream yet. Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, you're good, buddy. No setting for live streaming yet. But anyway, what I thought we would do to test the Insta360 is get some video here. It's almost dusk. It's probably dusk. It's 7:23, and then maybe later tonight we can get some pure view video walking around somewhere. I was thinking downtown Endicott, but what I'm doing right here is taking you guys for a walk through a park in my hometown of Endicott, New York, and we'll just kind of test out the footage. I'm recording this in 8K 50 frames per second just to see how it ends up looking. And this is, I'll tell you guys a little story. This pool to my right is actually called the Z Pool. Now, it used to be called, or it used to look like a Z, but it's actually an L now because they got money to redevelop the pool at some point because it was leaking and just overall not in great condition. And they only had enough money to make it an L. So the Z Pool got downgraded to an L. And the space way over there that's grass now used to be the deep end with diving boards. Let me use this new Insta360 stick, and I'll put you guys up over the fence. By the way, I'm still using the internal audio, the internal microphone. I do not have my wireless mic hooked up at all. I'll bring you guys back down to reality now. Back down to earth, so to speak. This stick is relatively stiff. And this is an exercise court over here that they also got some kind of grant money, I'm assuming, to build. And you're supposed to be able to come here and exercise and pull yourself up on these rings and things like that. So you got softball fields down there. You got the L pool over there. And yeah, hopefully this all looks good. The rest of the park's up that way with one of the world famous Endicott carousels and a playground. And Joey's Pizza is just beyond the park. You can get gelato, ice cream, Italian food. It's a whole restaurant. So hopefully the footage looks good. I'll have to see how it comes out when I send it over to my phone. But here's a dusk preview of the Insta360 X6. It's nighttime now. We're in the downtown area of the town I live in, Endicott, New York. This is probably going on my Upstate Speedtest channel, so I just wanted to give you guys kind of the lay of the land. And the reason I picked downtown is it's fairly decently lit. Like, it's not crazy dark or anything, but, you know, it's a little darker. And it's an environment that you would probably be recording in at night, you know, somewhere well-known. And I just thought we'd give it a shot down here and see how it looks. Now, the pure video mode caps out at 30 frames per second, so this is 8K 30 in pure video mode. And this part of downtown recently got a $10 million overhaul, $10 million renovation. So they did new sidewalks, completely rebuilt the roadway down to dirt, installed a lot of fancier equipment like these crosswalks that light up when you press the button, solar powered, so that's pretty cool. And all new lighting, new bases, new street furniture like these benches and trees right here. And a lot of the businesses down here have been able to apply for grants to improve their storefront, and we're starting to see some of those take shape down here now. I don't have any examples nearby to show you, but yeah. And the screen just turned off. Let's see, can I bring it back on? How do you... There we go. Okay, so you got to hit the button on the side. I'm still learning how to use this, so it's going to be a bit of an interesting experiment. So yeah, I thought, you know, taking a walk down here would be interesting. Now, I'm not even using a memory card right now. I'm just using the built-in 42 or 46 gigs of storage, whatever it was. And yeah, they've made it look really nice down here. Now the trick is we just need more businesses to move into the area and renovate some of these storefronts. One really cool aspect of downtown here is the EPAC Theater, which stands for Endicott Performing Arts Center. Got a brand new digital video board that you can see right in front of me. And it is a huge improvement over the old letter sign that they had up there before. And now we'll just, we'll go somewhere a little darker and see how it looks. This is one of the side streets down here called Monroe. Is it Monroe? I think it's Monroe. Anyway, it's Monroe Avenue or Monroe Street, I forget the name. Maybe I could look on Google Maps. Let's take a peek. Yeah, Monroe Street. And we'll just kind of walk in one of the alleyways back here. This part of town is a little sketchy, but it's improving because the village just got a grant to install security cameras through all these back lots and alleyways. So it's a little less terrifying than it used to be. But yeah, we're taking a little walk down the back alley here. There's an abandoned bank right behind me on the left side. And up there on the pole, you can see one of the new cameras that was installed. So yeah, back alleyway walk. Hopefully it's looking good in pure video mode. I think this alleyway is definitely a little bit more challenging than when we were over on Washington Avenue. And up straight ahead is the former campus of IBM Endicott. In the unboxing portion of this video, I said Insta360's motto is think bold. IBM's used to be think differently. So yeah, a little night walk here with the Insta360 X6. And hopefully it looks good on camera. It's looking pretty good in the preview window, although that doesn't really give you the whole story. There's a Vietnamese Thai restaurant over there. A bunch of empty parking lots back here. And yeah, I think this is the perfect test of this camera system here. Dimly lit alleyway, right? What more could you ask for? Well, I think that's going to do it for our little walking tour using the Insta360 X6. Let me know down in the comments how everything ended up looking. And as soon as I go around the corner here, I'll be back at my car. And that's going to do it for me tonight on the Insta360 first look and unboxing video. Hit subscribe if you're new here, and oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Since this is a channel where we run speed test videos and test all the various networks, let's run a speed test in the alleyway, and we'll see how it comes out looking on camera. We got a 38 millisecond ping. Now, something's been going on today where the phone refuses to connect to 5G ultra wideband. So let me reset the modem here. I don't know if it's a Verizon thing or an iPhone being dumb thing, but it's been kind of frustrating today. We're not connected to the camera's Wi-Fi. Let me try that again and see if we can get it to kick over. No. Well, anyway, you get the point of the exercise here is to test how good the footage... Wow, it smells bad over here. Test how good the footage looks speed testing a network. We got 76.8 on the down and about 25 on the up, maybe a little faster. A little over 30. So we're doing okay. We're doing all right on LTE, but we can't get it to kick over for some reason. Really weird. Well, anyway, guys, let me know in the comments how that looked. And we'll see you next time here from Endicott, New York.
Wait.